Hello everyone. Today we will discuss another topic under insurance law in subject banking and insurance law. Today's topic is life insurance. We will discuss about this is one of the kind of insurance that is life insurance. This is very popular as a mode of savings. The list of topics to be covered here is the introduction, then we will discuss the meaning of life insurance, history of life insurance, how it begins. Uh, is there a need for life insurance? We will discuss about that. Then significance, that is importance of life insurance, and what are the principles related to life insurance contract. Life insurance is universally acknowledged as a tool to eliminate risk, substitute certainty for uncertainty, and ensure timely aid of the family in the unfortunate event of the death and of the breadwinner. Life insurance is protection against financial loss resulting from insured individual's death. In realistic terms, life insurance provides you and your family the financial security and certainty to deal with the aftermath of any unseen unfortunate events. In a nutshell, life insurance helps in two ways: premature death, which leaves dependent families to fend themselves for itself, and old age without visible means of support. Any person who has attained majority and is eligible to enter into a valid contract can take out a life insurance policy for himself or herself. Policies can also be taken out subject to certain conditions on the life of one's children. Meaning of life insurance. Life insurance is a contract for payment of a sum of money to the person assured or failing him her to the person entitled to receive the same on the happening of the event insured against. Usually, the insurance contract provides for the payment of an amount on the date of maturity or at specified date at a periodic intervals or at unfortunate death if it occurs earlier. Obviously, there is a price to be paid for this benefit. Among other things, the contract also provides for the payment of premiums by the assured. History of life insurance. Year 1818 saw the advent of life insurance business in India with the establishment of Oriental Life Insurance Company in Calcutta. This company, however, failed in 1834. In 1829, the Madras Equitable had begun transacting life insurance business in the Madras Presidency. Year 1870 saw the enactment of the British Insurance Act, and in the last three decades of the 19th century, the Bombay Mutual in 1871 and Oriental in 1874 and Empire of India in 1897 were started in the Bombay Residency. This era, however, was dominated by foreign insurance offices which did good business in India, namely Albert Life Insurance, Royal Insurance, Liverpool and London Globe Insurance, and the Indian offices were set up for hard competition from the foreign companies. In 1914, the government of India started publishing returns of insurance companies in India. The India Assurance Companies Act 1912 was the first statutory measure to regulate life business, insurance business. In 1928, the Indian Insurance Companies Act was enacted to enable the government to collect statistical information about both life and non-life business transacted in India by Indian and foreign insurers, including provident insurance societies. In 1938, with a view to protecting the interest of insurance public, the earlier legislation was consolidated and amended by Insurance Act 1938 with comprehensive provisions for effective control over the activities of insurers. The Insurance Amendment Act of 1950 abolished principal agencies. However, there were a large number of insurance companies and the level of competition was high. There were also allegations of unfair trade practices. The government of India therefore decided to nationalize insurance business. An ordinance was issued on 19th January 1956, nationalizing the life insurance sector, and Life Insurance Corporation came into existence in the same year. The Life Insurance Corporation absorbed 154 Indian and 16 non-Indian insurers, as also 75 provident societies, 255 Indian and foreigner insurers in all. The LIC had monopoly till the late 90s when the insurance sector was reopened to the private sector. Now let us discuss what is the need for life insurance. The need for life insurance comes from the need to safeguard our family. If you care for your family's needs, you will definitely consider life insurance. Today, insurance has become even more important due to the disintegration of the prevalent joint family system, a system in which a number of generations coexisted in harmony, a system in which a sense of financial security was always there as there were more earning members. Times have changed and the nuclear family has emerged. Therefore, you need to save a part of income for the future too. This is where insurance helps us. Factors such as fewer numbers of earning members, stress, pollution, increased competition, higher ambitions, etc., are some of the reasons why insurance has gained importance and where insurance plays a successful role. Insurance provides a sense of security to the income earner as also to the family. Buying insurance frees the individual from unnecessary financial burden that can otherwise make him spend sleepless nights. The individual has a sense of consolation that he has something to fall back on. Accidents, illness, disabilities, etc. are the facts of life, which can be extremely devastating. Disability can be taken care of by insurance. Your family will not have to go through the grind due to your present inability. From the very beginning of your life to your retirement age, insurance can take care of all your needs. Your child needs good education to mold him into a good citizen. After his schooling, he needs to go for higher studies to gain a professional edge over the others. A necessity in this age where cutthroat competition is the rule. His career needs have to be fulfilled. Insurance is a must also because of the uncertain future adversities of life. Insurance has become a necessity today. It provides timely financial as also rewards with bonuses. Life insurance has come a long way from the earlier days when it was originally conceived as a risk covering medium for short period of time, covering temporary risk situations such as sea voyages. What is the significance of life insurance? We can say that life insurance is important in our life, temporary needs and threats. The original purpose of life insurance remains an important element, namely providing for the replacement of income on the case of happening of death, etc. Children benefit. Provision for the education, marriage and start in life for the children. We can get tax benefits under the Income Tax Act. Premium paid is allowed as a deduction from the total income under Section 80C. Regular savings and family protection, providing for one's family and oneself as a medium to long-term exercise through a series of regular payment of premiums. This just has become more relevant in recent times as people seek financial independence for their family. Investment. Put simply, the building up of the savings while safeguarding it from the ravages of inflation. Unlike regular saving products, investment products are traditionally lump sum investments where individual makes as one-off payment. Old age provision. Provisions for late years become increasingly necessary, especially in a changing culture and social environment. One can buy a suitable insurance policy which will provide periodical payments in one's old age. Special needs provision. Protection against loss arising out of accident, disability, sickness, loan repayment on death. Now let's discuss certain basic principles of life insurance contract. Life insurance is a contract under which the insurer, that is the insurance company, in consideration of a premium paid undertakes to pay a fixed sum of money on the death of the insured or on the expiry of a specific period of time, whichever is earlier. So there are certain basic principles which are applicable to the life insurance contract, which are: first is insurable interest. Insurable interest. The insured must have insurable interest in the life assured. In the absence of insurable interest, contract of insurance is void. Insurable interest must be present at the time of entering into the contract with the insurance company for the life insurance. It is not necessary that the assured should have insurable interest at the time of maturity also. Insurable interest exists in the following cases. A person has an unlimited insurable interest in his or her own life. A person has an insurable interest in the life of his or her spouse. A father has an insurable interest in the life of his son or daughter on whom he is dependent. Likewise, a son may have insurable interest in the life of his parents. A creditor has an insurable interest in the life of a debtor to the extent of the debt. A servant employed for a specific period has insurable interest in the life of his employer. Next principle which is applied here is utmost good faith. The contract of life insurance is a contract of utmost good faith. The insured should be open, truthful, and should not conceal any material fact in giving information to the insurance company while entering into a contract with the insurance company. Misrepresentation or concealment of any fact will entitle the insurer to repudiate the contract if he wishes to do so. Next principle is contract of indemnity. A contract of indemnity. The life insurance contract is not a contract of indemnity. The loss of life cannot be compensated, and only a fixed sum of money is paid in the event of death of the insured. So, the life insurance contract is not a contract of indemnity, where, however, the loss resulting from the death of life assured cannot be calculated in the terms of money.